Hello, I'm Shelby from the Dwight Foster Public Library in Fort Atkinson, and I'm here today to show you how to create a wrap bracelet. It's a pretty simple project. It's a lot of fun because most of it is just about design, arranging those beads, or if you're going to create a pattern, however you want your finished project to look. The nice thing is if you're not happy with the design, you can take it off and redo it as many times as you need in order to get it how you want it to look. The only technical thing that you have to do is bending the wire around at the end with the needle nose pliers, and I'll show you how to get that done today. So let's get started. So hopefully by now you've had a chance to get to the library and pick up a craft kit that contains all the supplies that you'll need except a needle nose pliers, which hopefully you have one or you can borrow one from someone. So the first thing I am going to encourage you to do is take all the beads out on a cloth. Putting them on a cloth really helps contain them so that they're not rolling off of your work surface. And then you'll notice that you have some black beads in there. They're either going to be 2 large ones or 4 small ones. And these are lava beads that you can use with essential oils. So if you want to have some nice fragrance on your wrist during the day while you're wearing your finished bracelet. You can choose to use these or you can leave them out. You'll have enough beads without them if you choose not to use them. Then what I would encourage you to do is to sort out the beads that are left by color, by shape, by size, depending upon what you have, and make some piles of each different kind. That'll help you in designing how you want your finished project to look. And now I'm just going to scoot these over and show you a couple of finished things that I created just to help you out with some design ideas. So this one I made pretty much with all the same size beads, except you can see those 4 little lava beads spread out throughout the project there. And what I did is I just sorted these by color, and then I made chunks of the different colors. Some I did 2 sections, some I just did 1, depending upon how many I had. And then I spread those lava beads out throughout. This project, or this one, what I did was, I used, again, lots of little beads, and then I used those to space out between this little repeating pattern of 2 smaller ones on each side and then 1 little bigger one in the middle. And that's the piece that I repeated throughout. Sometimes I count how many smaller beads I'm putting in between that repeating pattern. Sometimes I just eyeball it, depending upon how it looks and how it spaces out around the bracelet. So that's another idea. So now I'm going to move over here and show you how to finish off one that I already started. And this one again has some little chunks of colors. I did green and blue and white, and then I did some smaller beads to sort of make this little bit larger bead stand out on the project. So memory wire, the nice thing about it, it's stretchy, but it always is going to return and hold its shape. So how I like to put beads on is to just grab that end and sort of bend it around, and I'm going to use it to pick up those beads just by setting the end of the wire right in that hole in the center of the bead. And for the most part, they go on really quick and easy this way. You can pick them up by hand and put them on, but sometimes the smaller the beads are, the harder it is to do that. So I'm just going to finish off repeating my pattern here of green and blue and white. Now I'm going to go to these little green guys, and here's where it's really nice to just take that end and slide it right through the hole. It really helps to get them on because they're a little harder to pick up and hold on to. And then I'm going to slide my little bit bigger one on. And I'm going to go back and get a few more of these little green guys here. All right. There we go. Oops, missed him. All right, so I could finish it off and leave it there, but I think I'm going to go back and grab one more section of this green color here just to sort of finish it off. I think that will be a nice ending to it. And that one didn't look like it had a very good hole in it. Sometimes that happens. So if you can see there about how much wire I have left hanging out of the end. Whoops, I lost that guy. And hopefully that you can see about how much wire I have on the end. So that's a good amount of wire to have so that you have some room to bend that back around. And actually this one might have a little extra, so I'll show you how just you can take a little chunk off of the end with your needle nose pliers. And it's always a good idea, the little piece that you're cutting off, point it down at your work surface, because when you cut these, it likes to go jumping sometimes. So there you can see I just cut off that little piece. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get really close to the end of that wire. Just a little bit is sticking out of the end, and I'm holding the wire very close to the tip of the pliers. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bend it right around, and you want to really squeeze that pliers tight when you bend it around. And I'm going to wrap it back around there. And then you're going to see you have a little bend. If I can get my fingers out of the way so you can see that. A little bend in the wire there. And then I'm going to come back with that needle nose pliers and I'm going to just squeeze that together. There we go. All right, let me hold that up so you can see it again. So I just tightened that loop up on the end. And then your bracelet is done. There you have it. It's going to hold all of those beads on there. All right, so that's pretty much it to create your bracelet. If you haven't gotten down to the library yet to pick up a craft bag, give us a call. We did have a limited number, but if there are some left, you can certainly come in and check one out. So give us a call if you're interested, if you haven't gotten to pick up a craft bag yet. So I hope that you have fun designing your project. Stop in the library with your finished bracelet and show it off. We'd love to see it. Well, thanks for being with me today. I hope you have lots of fun creating and designing your wrap bracelet. Bye-bye.